Hello, hello, and welcome back to another music reaction with me, your host, Rachel. I'm an avid music lover, Twitch streamer, and singer, and today we are going to be listening to more NF, because people wanted to hear the NF and the Mansion. Well, the song is called Mansion. So we're going to hop right into this one. I will tell you ahead of time that this is just a lyrical video. There is no actual music video going on, but yeah, let's listen to it.
Insidious is blind inception. What's reality with all these questions?
Did he do this? Did he sing this song? Did he sing this song with someone? I think I saw that he sang this song with someone. I can't remember the artist's name, but it was featuring, I think, Fleurie, I think. Tell me if I'm wrong, please.
Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in lyrics, they're all over the place. The songs in the mirrors, written all over the floors, all over the chairs. And you get the uncut version of life when I go downstairs. That's where I write when I'm in a bad place and need to release, and let out the version of NF you don't want to see. I put holes in the walls with both of my fists till they bleed. You might get a glimpse of how I cope with all this anger in me. Physically abused, now that's the room that I don't want to be in. That picture ain't blurry at all, I just don't want to see it. And these walls ain't blank, I just think I don't want to see them. But why not? I'm in here, so I might as well read them. I gotta thank you for this anger that I carry around. Wish I could take a match and burn this whole room to the ground. Matter of fact, I think I'ma burn this room right now. Somehow this memory for some reason just moved you down. Put me in the corner so you could see the fear in my eyes. Then took me downstairs and beat me till I screamed and I cried. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind, but I'ma keep the door shut and lock the lyrics inside.
Insidious is blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in.
Well, that's something you never want to hear, that someone is abused. But when he talks about the lyrics on the walls and on the floors, and that it's a room that he doesn't want to go into, and he just kind of like locks the door to it, it's very much, I think, the idea of compartmentalizing, of putting something that you really is very taxing to your mental health and your stability. How do you process something like that? Especially whether it's like he's trying to process it at a younger age, or whether he's trying to process it with like when he's older with a therapist. Both of the times are going to be hard. But that's kind of what we do to survive in those mental health situations, is that we do compartmentalize. But that's sad to hear that that's what he went through. But let's continue this. Also, the chorus here, the Fleurie, it's a very nice intro into the mansion, because she mentions that at the end of the chorus, the mansion, and then he starts talking about all the different rooms in his mansion, the bad rooms.
Slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in pain. See, my problem is I don't fix things, I just try to repaint. Cover them up like it never happened. Say I wish I could change. Are you confused? Come upstairs and I'll show you what I mean. This room's full of regrets, just keeps getting fuller it seems. Moment I walk into it's the same moment that I wanna leave. I get sick to my stomach every time I look at these things, but it's hard to look past when this is the room where I sleep. I look around, one of the worst things I wrote on these walls was the moment I realized that I was losing my mom. And one of the first things I wrote was I wish I would've called, but I should just stop now. We ain't got enough room in this song. And I regret the fact that I struggle trying to find who I am, and I lie to myself and say I do the best that I can. Shrug it off like it ain't nothing, like it's out of my hand, and get ticked off whenever I see it affecting my plans. And I regret.
When he mentions just painting it over, it's kind of like the mental band-aid that we do, whether it's distractions or different coping mechanisms. But ultimately, if we're gonna take the analogy of like painting your room, I mean, if you start putting furniture in there and you start moving stuff around, the wall's gonna get nicked, the paint's gonna come off, and eventually it's still gonna be there. It is still going to be something that you have to deal with. And he even says, he's like, this is a room that I sleep in. And he knows that he hasn't dealt with any of this stuff because the room is kind of, the mansion is his mind. So it's that coping mechanism because of all this trauma that he's went through. And he just, it's there. And how do you deal with that? Especially when you're at a really low point. It's just like, you can't deal with that. It's too much.
It's out of my head and get ticked off whenever I see it affecting my plans. And I regret watching these trust issues eat me alive. And at the rate I'm going, I'll probably still be there when I die. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind. The question is, will I ever clean the walls off in time?
Okay, one more thing I want to say is that when he says here, where is it? Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind. For like things like trauma, it's like even if you are able to start to digest some of the stuff that has happened, your body and your mind ultimately make coping mechanisms, or we make survival tactics, and to unlearn those is kind of it's a lifetime of work. So when he says, congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind, I feel like it's very telling of like, this is something I'm always going to have inside of me now. This is something I'm always going to have to deal with or struggle or maneuver or try to work with, whether it's a trigger, whether it's just a mechanism, a tactic that you've learned from going through said experience. It's always going to be kind of a work in progress. So that's what I feel like I get from that line.
I'll probably still be there when I die. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind. The question is, will I ever clean the walls off in time?
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's only inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
So this part of my house, no one's been in it for years. I built a safe room and I don't let no one in there. Cause if I do, there's a chance that they might disappear and not come back. And I admit, I am emotionally scared to let anyone inside. So I just leave my doors locked. You might get other doors to open up, but this door's not. Cause I don't want you to have the opportunity to hurt me. And I'll be the only person that I can blame when you desert me. I'm barricaded inside, so stop watching. I'm not coming to the door, so stop knocking. Stop knocking. I'm trapped here. God keeps saying I'm not locked. I chose this. I am lost in my own conscience. I know that shutting the world out ain't solving the problem, but I didn't build this house because I thought it would solve them. I built it because I thought that it was safer in there, but it's not. I'm not the only thing that's living in here. fear. Fear came to my house years ago. I let him in. Maybe that's a problem, cause I've been dealing with this ever since. I thought that he would leave, but it's obvious he never did. He must have picked a room and got comfortable and settled in. Now I'm in a position, it's either sit here and let him win, or put him back outside where it came from, but I never can. Cause in order to do that, I'd have to open the doors. Is that me or the fear talking? I don't know anymore.
I mean, even that last part there where he said, when he was talking about fear and trying to let him out, when he said, is this me talking or is it the fear talking? Kind of, where was it? No. Because I don't know anymore. Like, he doesn't know if it's him or if it's the fear talking. If that is making, like, it's kind of like, I don't know. If you have or have dealt with any mental health issues, me personally, like, sometimes it's like, am I feeling anxious because this is something to actually feel anxious for, or is it my anxiety that is kind of like ramping it up to another level? And sometimes it can be that kind of catch-22 of like, I don't know, or it's hard to differentiate anymore because it just happens like a lot. So that was a really interesting song, and I really love the analogy because it's something that everyone can kind of tap into. So yes, he's telling his own story, but it's also something that other people can really relate to, which is beautiful. I really like that. I'm sorry I talked a lot about, like, I mean, I talked a lot about mental health stuff. That's kind of what I got from this, is that you're not alone in your mental health stuff. Like this, he is telling his story and how he's kind of dealt with it, and not dealt with it, because it's always ongoing. So that was really good though. I like that. Thank you very much for being here with me. I really do appreciate it. If you did like the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you want to see more. And if you want to hang out with me and my Twitch fam, there will be a link provided down below. Thank you all again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!